Here we are just 1 hour away and the polls will close in this 2019 election season.
Your local election headquarters is bringing you team coverage from across the Lowcountry. We have crews covering all the big races tonight, including the mayoral races in Somerville, North Charleston, and Charleston. Good evening, everyone. I'm Carolyn Murray.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Brendan Clark. It is Election Day 2019, and you can count on to be your local election headquarters from now until all the results are in.
Yeah, we are starting in Charleston. We have News 2 crews and watch parties for two of the front runners in the race for mayor of the city of Charleston.
Deanne Roberts joins us live from Frothy Beard in Charleston. That's where incumbent Mayor John Tecklenburg will be. And Deanne, what's the atmosphere there right now?
Well, in an hour, as you mentioned, the polls will close. The party will start right here at the Frothy Beard. You can see behind me things are already getting set up here. Incumbent Mayor John Tecklenburg will meet his supporters here around 7 o'clock and watch the results come in. Mayor Tecklenburg spent most of today visiting precincts, meeting voters and rallying some last-minute votes. His campaign did the same thing all across the Lowcountry. Tecklenburg is pulling out all the stops in this competitive race. He's facing other Charleston City Council members who says he's failed when it comes to mitigating flooding and cutting down on overdevelopment for the past 4 years. Today, I asked Tecklenburg what makes him stand out from the other candidates.
It's just having a positive outlook on things. I mean, I know we got issues to work on, and I'm up to meeting those challenges along with working with our community and our citizens as opposed to negativity. I'm positive. I believe our future is bright and Charleston's best days are yet to come.
From his watch party that's also in West Ashley. Sophia, I'll toss things over to you.
That's exactly right, Deanne. Like Tecklenburg, Seekings ran a campaign focused on fixing flooding, stalling overdevelopment, and improving connectivity throughout the Lowcountry. The difference is Seekings says Tecklenburg already had his chance to make the changes necessary and fell short in doing so. Seekings also says he has a track record and experience to make progress. Of course, he has served as a council member for the city of Charleston for nearly a decade, the chairman of CARTA, and most recently, the chairman for the Cooper River Bridge Run. We'll see if voters agree with those claims coming up tonight at 7 when those results come in. Earlier today, I got the chance to ask Seekings what he's looking forward to at his watch party tonight. Take a listen.
Well, looking forward to seeing the results come in and just to talking to people who've been involved and engaged in the campaign and to thanking the people who have supported us. I mean, it's been really humbling, the outpouring of support, our volunteers, the people who've come out and said we just want to get out there and be part of this. So we're going to do a lot of saying thank you tonight, and then when it's all said and done, see the results and get ready to work tomorrow.
That watch party is happening off of Ashley River Road in West Ashley. Of course, that's where we are right now. You can see it set up behind me. We are still waiting for those crowds of people to come in, but we are expecting a good showing at around 7 when those polls close. We will continue to bring you coverage from West Ashley. Reporting in Charleston, Sophia Urzoza, count on 2.
Now, Mike Seekings, John Tecklenburg, not the only candidates that we are watching for Charleston Mayor. Sherry Irwin, Renee Orth running for City of Charleston Mayor, along with Maurice Washington and one man who has a lot of support, Gary White. They're all going up against incumbent Mayor John Tecklenburg.
Of course, there are other big races that we are following out of the city of Charleston. There are 5 Charleston City Council seats up for grabs. The race for District 1 has become very heated at times. We reported last week that Angela Black Drake paid more than $100,000 in tax liens that she owed her competitor. Maria Del Ciapo claims robocalls made by a group called Friends of Marie had nothing to do with her campaign. Meanwhile, in District 3, incumbent James Lewis faces 4 competitors: Kaysen Gaither, Lukman Rashid, Jason Saccharin, as well as Jason Taylor.
District 5 is a two-man race between current councilman Marvin Wagner and Carl Brady. And that district covers outer West Ashley and Johns Island.
In the District 9 race, Peter Shahid faces competitors Brett Barry as well as business owner Leah Watley. And in District 11, longtime councilman Bill Moody is facing against Ross Appel.
In North Charleston, all 10 city council races are up for election, and so is the mayor's seat. We are covering that mayoral race live from watch parties. Over at Park Circle, News 2's Taylor Murray joins us live from longtime Mayor Keith Summey's watch party. And Taylor, looks like things about to get started over there.
A crowd of supporters are expected here at the Felix Davis Community Center as soon as those polls close at 7 o'clock. But setup is already underway for Keith Summey's watch party. I hope you can see it behind me. Take a look at the center of the room, an ice sculpture congratulating the incumbent on 25 years. Now, for a quarter of a century, Keith Summey has been the mayor of North Charleston. That means when Bill Clinton was delivering his first official State of the Union speech as president, Summey was also serving his first term in office. The question is, will that winning streak continue tonight? Even with 4 other candidates vying for the mayoral seat here in North Charleston, I met up with Mayor Summey earlier. He tells me he's not too worried about his opponents, and he's ran this race like all the others.
It's been a lot of extra hours, but it's worth it because I like it because it gives me an opportunity. We'll do 18 to 20 cookouts, and it gives me an opportunity to get more one-on-one feedback from the citizens in an environment that's relaxing and they feel like they can talk to me.
Now we're told that Mayor Summey will arrive after the polls close. He's expected to give a speech here tonight. I'll be here throughout the night providing continuous coverage and watching as the results come in. For now, I'm live in North Charleston. Taylor Murray, back to you guys.
We continue our coverage of the North Charleston mayoral race as News 2's Katie Turner catches up with mayoral candidate John Singletary.
John Singletary tells me that he's been planning to run for North Charleston mayor since 2015. 4 years later, it's finally happening.
I have been working since 2015, actively working in the community. We announced in 2015 that we would be running in 2019. We've handed out over 6,000 books directly to individuals, explaining them not only what's going on in North Charleston, but also my vision for the city.
Singletary says that he's a problem solver, and with multiple problems currently in North Charleston, he wants to get to work immediately. If elected, he plans to make the finances of the city as transparent as possible by conducting a forensic audit.
We have to first do that audit in order to get the city where it needs to be with their own finances, and then make that available to the public so that it is open, it's available, and we're honest with them with their funding.
John Singletary and his fellow candidate Thomas Dixon both have similar plans to tackle educational reform, crime, public transportation, and more for the city of North Charleston. I'll be catching up with both of them later on tonight, so stay tuned for updates. I'm reporting in North Charleston, Katie Turner. Count on 2.
The full list of candidates running for North Charleston Mayor: Thomas Dixon, Floyd Daughter, Ashley Peel, John Singletary, and the incumbent, Mayor Keith Summey.
Voters in Somerville electing a new mayor, as current Somerville Mayor Wiley Johnson announced he wasn't seeking re-election. One of those who's hoping to become the next mayor is Dorchester County Councilman Bill Hearn. News 2's Raymond Owens caught up with Councilman Hearn right after he casted his vote this morning. And Raymond, you also talked to him live tonight on News 2 at 4 o'clock. What's he saying about this campaign?
He's basically saying it's been a long campaign. He says he literally announced that he was going to run for mayor some 20 months ago. And of course, the campaign ends less than an hour from now when those polls close. One of the big issues in this race, growth and development in Somerville. He wants to see the completion of the Berlin G. Myers Parkway Phase 3, as well as the Highway 78 project from Ridgeville headed into Somerville. Now, Hearn tells me his current experience on county council makes him the best candidate to run the town, but he says relationships need to be healed by a new mayor.
Ironically, this is really what became the basis of my campaign to start with. I campaigned on restoring civility to the town, to town government, the relationships with our constituents, the relationships with our employees, with town council.
And Hearn also says there needs to be a better relationship with Berkeley County, between Somerville and Berkeley County, specifically for that area along the Nexton Parkway and the Nexton Corridor. He says that's another area that he plans on working on if he gets elected mayor. Live in Somerville, I'm Raymond Owens. Count on 2.
Dorchester County reporter Danielle Seda is live at the Somerville Country Club covering Ricky Waring's campaign. Today, Danielle spoke with Waring and asked him about the issues making this election especially important to them. We go to Danielle now for the very latest. Danielle?
Carolyn, Waring tells me that two of the main issues in Somerville are growth and traffic, but he told me today that one of the main issues that he'd like to address, if elected, are the roads.
One of the first things we got to try to get done, and I think everybody that has anything to do with it's working on it right now, and that's the Burlington Mines Parkway. You know, that's we got to do whatever we can do to complete that.
Waring served on council for 2 terms from 2003 until 2011, and also during that time he served as mayor pro tem. Live in Somerville, I'm Danielle Seda. Count on 2.
The full candidates on the ballot for the mayor of Somerville: Bill Hearn, Brandon King, Fleming Moore, and of course, Rick Waring.
Next on News 2.
You may have an old computer that is just collecting dust, but before you get rid of it, we want to warn you about all the toxins and security risk in that computer so your identity isn't stolen.